Hey, folks. Um, Apologies for not posting for a little while. I kind of got into a space and got distracted. I'm back. I'm back on track now. I think. Um, I want to. My music teacher Jacob. He corrected me on something I did wrong in my last video. I referred to something as a key signature, but it was actually the time signature when I was referring to 4 beats per measure. So, thanks to Jacob for catching me on that. That's one of the most basic things that you could that you have to learn in music reading. And I guess I had a brain fart. Anyway, um, I'm working on. I'm still working with software and such. Um, when it comes to doing the overlays and such. So, and I'm trying to fine tune it. I had to mess with this today to get it to work right. Um, what was I going? One thing I wanted to mention today is keeping yourself excited and anxious to learn and to play music. And I still suffer from this every once in a while. Every once in a while, I need to take a break, go away, find something else to do. And if you're just starting out playing music and you really want to learn, especially learning, and you want to learn how to play guitar, first off, you're gonna have to practice. Practice. Start out little increments each day. I used to have on the television, kind of turn it down so I could just barely hear it. And I'd sit there and I'd practice and I'd kind of watch it a little bit. Excuse me. Start out with small increments, 5-10 minutes at a time, and then gradually increase it. Kind of like the way if you're running to kind of get in shape. You run maybe half a mile or something for a while, and then after about a week and a half you kind of increase that to 3/4, and then you will for that for a little while. It's the same thing with your practice sessions. And I'm sure that any one of the teachers that I've had, whether it be Jacob or Rocky or Chris, any of them will tell you that if you want to succeed in playing music and learning how to play your guitar or sing or whatever like that, you've got to practice. You may not be able to practice every day, but you've got to practice. I started out at one time. I started out trying to structure my practice time. For instance, like I would take, I'd noodle a little bit to warm up and kind of get my fingers, ready and such. Play a couple of songs that I know, which yes, I've actually to the point now I can play some songs by memory. Not many, but and then I would just play stuff that I hear up here. You may hear some videos will tell you don't need theory. I disagree. Theory will open doors that you didn't think possible. It's like, let's see if I can think of a comparison here. If you're trying to build, let's say this, you're trying to build a hot rod. If you take and you get the outside all spiffed up and whatever, you put these nice racing tires on, but you don't have a good engine in it, your chances are you're not going to go very fast. That's kind of the way theory works. If you have your guitar and you can play some chords, open chords, whichever like that, but you don't have the theory, you're not going to, because you can play music all up and down the neck. And it took a while for me to learn this. And I'm still, because of my arthritis, I'm still working on bar chords. For instance, here, I'll show you. Give me one moment. Okay, I hope this will pick this up all right. You know, open chords like a C, G. Okay, now by me learning my theory and learning that I can take that C, play a C minor up here. It's learning the fretboard and learning your theory will help you play your scales. Your different modes. As you get more advanced, you'll get into things like the different playing modes, and I'll try and go over those later on. I'm just trying to keep it basic right now. The main point of my message today was don't get discouraged. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna have fret buzz. You're going to have a string that you're not quite, it's accidentally muted. You're definitely not going to be able to sound just exactly like some of your favorite songs. This was a big thing for me. I got discouraged. I'd want to play something and I couldn't do it, and then I'd get, I think I don't want to do it no more. If I can't do it, then what's the point? What you need to do, start with something simple. Very simple, and I know this is going to sound stupid or even a little silly. I won't say stupid, I'll say silly. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Start with something like that. Take it bit by bit. Before you know it, you're going to be playing it. Don't try to wrap your mind around trying to copy other people's work so much. It's a good tool to help you learn, but try and listen to music that's in your head. I know this probably sounds weird, but each human being has the capability of being creative. They can come up with wonderful ideas. They can come up with drawings. They can. Some people can draw. Some people can write. Some people can play some of the most beautiful music you could ever imagine. There's each one of us has that ability to create things inside here. We can see it in our heads, and we can visualize it, and make our hands do that stuff. I've seen woodworkers that come up with some of the most amazing sculptures, furniture, things like this. Just you're like, how in the world did they do this? They put the time and effort into honing their skills. They focused on that. They focused on what was inside their minds. And that's something that I myself am finally starting to embrace. My creativity in here. And that's basic, I think that pretty much sums up what I wanted to cover today. Use what you have. Don't get discouraged. Practice, practice, practice. And if there's one saying that I post every once in a while as a reminder, not only to myself but to others. If eventually you're going to be able to take a guitar, an object made of wood and metal, and you're going to be able to make sounds come out of it. That in itself is something that, when you think about it, it's absolutely amazing. And then as your skills develop and you start to get your own style, then your music is going to deepen, and it's going to sound richer, and it's going to sound more original. There's stuff, and I'm going to try to see if I can work on something today. Well, I got to practice anyway, so. But that's basically what I wanted to cover today. Just, you're going to get excited about things. Don't let the excitement overtake you. Just keep it simple. Practice all the time, and don't be discouraged. Don't worry about the sour notes. Don't worry about the mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how I learned. And I'm still learning. But anyway, take care. God bless. Keep practicing. And when I go to post this video, I noticed the last one, comments were disabled. I gotta fix that when I go to upload this to YouTube. But take care of yourself. Next, my next video, I'm going to continue the. Excuse me. I'm going to continue with the music reading, make a few corrections and a couple of changes. See what I can do with that. Take care of yourself. Have a good one. Bye-bye.